task was to look at personal, from the point of view state, Utah, and global. And it became clear to us that on a personal level there were always trends, the beginnings. If you go any place on the line, people will talk about they were going to school, or they started their families, or they got married, or they got a new job. And we look at growth and expansion, and then a realization of potential. As you get on to that side of the list, you find retirement coming up with reinvestment in some other kind of a job. One of our members said that as you look at the personal column, the relationship to state and world does not seem apparent. But when you look at the challenges that we all face from the point of view of too much water and too little water, transportation, births and deaths in one's own life, school availability, water resources, and economic realities, then you're starting to get the world impact. But beyond that, it's clear that we moved from localization to globalization during these 3 periods of time. And that globalization is the technology expansion, it's world travel, it's economics, it's jobs overseas that affect our jobs here. It's the whole way in which we now interact with the earth, and adding on to global warming. It's a planet problem, not a local problem. But it's a local solution because that's the only way any of us can deal with it. So as we look at the trends and we look at growth, it became clear that transportation was a key. During that time, we finished I-15, which was not nearly good enough, soon enough, and long enough. We had I-215. I remember as a child thinking, they'll never build that road around the valley. Well, they did, and it's worn out, but transportation on roads wasn't working as well as we needed it to. And so then we got our first tracks line that went north and south from Sandy to Salt Lake City. Representative Matheson said, this is wonderful. It's a nice train, but it's not a system. You've got to have a transportation system or it won't work. So we've gone from a realization that we all need a car, and the first thing we do is drive where we want to go, to looking for other solutions. Even though they may not be as convenient, and Barbara may not get there on time, but neither do I, would I do that? Because I always start late. So we've had changes in our perspective, even though we all start with the same things, and that's those personal things, with the people we love, the people with whom we live, to those global things, the problems we must solve.
Thank you.